Oh yeah, 2024 Eagles wear boxing. Let's do the damn thing. Alrighty, I can see myself on, so it looks like everything is doing what it's supposed to do, but we gonna see. Yeah. Eagles wear boxing, y'all. It's 2024. It's Wednesday. We back. You guys, I hope you guys had a happiest New Year. I don't. I say Happy New Year, but at the same time, I don't celebrate New Year's until the spring. You can ask why, but I'm not necessarily gonna answer. If you don't, you should know why. Um, but yeah, right now boxing, just a bunch of talk. That's all. That's all we got. We got talkers, talkers and stalkers. No, yeah, we got a lot of talkers though. Yeah. Don't ask me who's gonna fight. I don't know if Ryan Garcia is gonna fight Haney or not. Just going by just as lot as a lot of mouthpiecing going on right now. I think the one thing about the boxing picture, some of the picture, not we can't paint the whole picture in one go or whatever. But Haney out of anybody can posture and do whatever he wants to. Not whatever, but anybody can do whatever. But he can basically do a lot more things than a lot of these other fighters. And a lot of these other fighters have to get that. Uh, they have to digest that information. I was gonna say get it through their head, but they have to. They're gonna have to be able to digest that information that you can't do everything that Haney's doing. Yep, he can't do everything that he's doing. So you got to just do you. You 135-pound fighters, you missed your chance at showing everybody uh, that you could beat Haney. You know what I mean? That's what you did. You kind of blew it. No matter, I don't care. I mean, so somebody can. You're gonna have people defend you though. You're gonna have people say that, that that you were getting the short end of the stick. That's what you're gonna get. Oh no, you wasn't getting enough. They wasn't giving you enough money. So it's a good thing that you didn't fight. So you have that in your corner anyway. You're gonna have people that say, what you did. Salute to I see y'all sir. Salute Eagle Web. He said Ryan out there chilling with Mayweather. Yeah, Ryan out here chilling. Yeah, I was just reading a little bit. Yeah, Haney said you can't say you can, Mayweather can't save you. He's right though. Ryan, I just don't see why everybody think this is such a good fight because we're doing the same thing we did when Ryan faced Tank. We're doing the same thing because he's Ryan's all over the place. He doesn't have the skill set to beat Haney, so we're relying on the same thing like no left hook. If he gets hit with the left hook, man, it's gonna be so hard. See, it's gonna be worse for him than it was against Tank. He'll probably get knocked out. He'll get knocked out probably later though. He might get knocked out early for over trying, but Haney's taller. Ryan never could land the hook on Tank. Tank is defensively sound, but I think that Haney's even more defensively sound. Quicker on his feet are quicker. It's gonna be hard as hell for him to try to get that left hook off. He's gonna try to get that left hook off. He's gonna be taking a lot of right hands. I just don't. For me, I don't see him, doing what people think he's gonna do. Yeah, I just don't see it. You know what I mean? I just don't. I mean, people can see and say what they want to say, but I just don't see him. I don't see it being as competitive even as the Tank Davis fight, because he's gonna come charging out, but ain't nothing gonna be there. I mean, he was able to land on Tank a little bit, but he's ain't nothing gonna be there. From what I'm seeing, it can. It could be the same, or it could be, another way. But I just don't see it. I just don't see it. You know what I mean? I don't see it. Like I said, we can all be mistaken. Just like me, I could be mistaken. But I don't know. Even when it came to the Regis Pro Grade, and people think I was just, all of a sudden I was strap riding Haney. I'm not. None of them. I really don't give a shit. If he would have lost, I would have been wrong. But I'm just saying, from what I'm seeing, is Haney is just. This is not really this is not a good matchup. They doing this for money only. You know what I mean? That's all I can say is that they're doing this for money. Yeah. Of course, that's what they're supposed to be doing it for. But I'm just saying this. This is more of a money grab for Ryan. It's more of a money grab. You got to realize all the starving fights he had before the Tank fight. He wasn't really making that kind of money, so he needs that money. Rawley needs that money. That's why Rawley talks so much crap. Yeah. That's why he talks so much crap. But we're gonna see. When it comes to these fighters, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what I'll do, why he does. And we're going to see what all these other fighters do. I'm trying to keep from talking too much about the Mayweather versus Pacquiao. I mean, I don't know. I just see the same kind of, more or less the same kind of fight. I see Manny he's probably gonna get tired. Just the stories too. Wilder, everybody saying Wilder messed up. I don't know how Wilder messed up. Because you think about it, Wilder, even though he lost this fight, he makes it better for himself. Far as now, for anybody who wants to fight him. I mean, now. People should be stepping up like, oh, yeah, I want Wilder. Everybody should be stepping up to say they want Wilder now. But Wilder can get back on course, I think. I know a lot of people are saying that Wilder cannot, Wilder, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, all this crap. But he's a professional. You guys got to realize professional, just like a professional, any sport, professional. So that means if you're a professional running back and you're a 30-year-old running back and they put in new plays, that means you can't there's no way you can't follow the new plays. Man, we got to stop this thinking that fighters can't be taught or do something different. George Foreman came back completely different. So stop. I always use him for an example when people start saying age and stuff like that. You fight different when you age. I'm going to fight different now. I'm not going to come out and blazing right now trying to just take somebody out and stuff real quick, I gotta strategize. Like when I fight you now, I gotta look for all the vulnerable spots because you have no business fighting me. I'm too old to be fighting you, so I gotta look for everything. I gotta look for your neck, portions of your neck that's sticking out. Well, I can throw a haymaker into your Adam's apple. I gotta, that's why I gotta fight now. Oh, he ain't fighting fair. There is no fair when you fight me because first of all, you wouldn't have a reason to fight me. Only way you could fight me, only reason you would have a reason to fight me would be over words, and that's not a reason to fight somebody. So you can't fight me over words like, oh, you talking bad, man. You grimy, this and that. Well, that's not a reason to fight me. That's a reason for you to get butt hurt, and then just settle down and not be butt hurt. But that's not a reason. Just saying that. Derek Bay says salute to Eagles Web. I just see him out there. Salute, brother. Y'all, Sir Hussein says salute, fam, at Derek Bailey. Tank don't want to fight anyone that ain't Mexican, though. Tank and them, they messed up on the Haney fight. So Tank might get a Haney fight, but he's going to have to decide to go back up to 140. I don't think he wants to smoke at 140 because it's not going to be IBF. None of them want to smoke at 140. Stevenson don't want to smoke at 140. He could talk. A lot of people going to talk. But if they watch that ass whooping like everybody else watched that ass whooping, they don't want Haney like that. I'm not on Haney strapping. I'm just saying Haney is. I told y'all that Haney was going. Remember what I said? I said Haney's going to come in big. I said he's going to come in big, and he did. Came in like a freaking monster. And I told everybody, I said, man, please, if you looked at Haney, Haney looked like he had zero amount of fat on his body, like none during the weigh-in, none. And a lot of people think that water is the only thing that absorbs real quick. When no, your fat cells, they engorge themselves again too, so they can, feed the body and stuff. So he did gain weight. You don't gain a whole lot of muscle, but the muscle fibers will fill up with the water and everything else. But it's like, if he's gonna be coming in at 165, that's 25 pounds, man, that you got to push around. Haney's a big 140, man. I'm just saying, somebody could clock him or whatever. Things can happen, but that's all we're going to bank on. That's where y'all made your mistake when it came to prograde. That's where Gil Coles made his mistake. I haven't seen him since, I don't think. But anyway, yeah, you make your mistake when you think that, oh, yeah, I'm going to clock him, so that's it. I'm just going to catch that chin. That's what Tank is still thinking, too. I'm going to catch his chin, and he might. But if that's your only game plan, you might be in trouble. You might be in trouble. Derek Bay says, salute to y'all, Sir Hussein. I see you, brother. Y'all, sir, said if his name was Devin Lopez or Garcia, he might have had a chance at the Tank fight. Not the Devin Lopez or Devin. And his name, don't stop calling him Tank. You know his name. That's your brother, man. Don't call him Tank. Everybody says, is that really happening? Yeah. I still haven't seen the first fight. Yep. Yeah, Wilder need to get active. Yeah, you're gonna have to be active. Work on his defense, but Wilder's still not doing things that he should be to win fights at this point. No, needs to change trainers too. Got it. Derek said that too. Yeah, got to change trainers too. Y'all send Wilder to me, man. Let me have Wilder for a little bit, man. Y'all think Eagle don't know? If he lose, I won't even do my show no more. If he lose, if I train him and he lose, I won't even do my show no more. I'll stop talking boxing. I'll talk ballet from now on. That's if he does what I say. I'm just saying. He got too much potential. He doesn't need to be a boxer. He needs to work on his jab, distance, and defense. That's it. Jab, distance, and defense. That's it. Stop. I said this, Derek. You remember me saying this a long time ago, right? And you too, y'all, sir. You was here too. When I told you guys that Wilder's kryptonite was overhands, didn't I remember I told you guys this? I know Derek remember. Derek don't forget too much that I say when I'm talking about boxing. He be remembering Derek like, yeah, that's right. Put up a 1 if you remember me saying that Wilder's kryptonite I might not use the word kryptonite, but I said that his vulnerability was overhands, and his reaction to him. You said Malik Scott is not the move. Yep. Derek said, I don't know. Yep. No, he need to work behind that jab. Yeah, he got to work on that jab. He has a nice long jab, and he steps. I like the way he lean kind of. I like when you step low with a jab, because that's your protection. That jab is your protection when you step low with it, and you're like that. That's your protection too. You know what I mean? But I knew it. That was gonna come back to haunt him. I don't know. Parker's been in my stream or something. Hey, those are the guys that come in, Derek, that y'all don't get a chance to throw out. If somebody like Parker come in, y'all throw their ass out. They're not allowed to come in here and get gems from Eagle. They're not allowed. They're not allowed to get gems from Eagle. No. Y'all messing up my whole thing because I'm not with y'all. I'm with Wilder. I'm with Wilder because he USA. That's I'm with Wilder, man. I can't be with all these other countries and stuff because y'all not really special like that. Y'all not really. If Parker was special, I'd be more behind him. But Parker, he's not special. Joshua, a lot of these fighters, they're not really special to me. I mean, you guys, a lot of people think they got high skill sets, but nah, you're not special to me. Get your ass out of here. But Wilder, that's right. Jab in and out. Keep the distance. Wilder needs to establish like a nice piston-like jab. So if you're not going to work on your defense, make sure your offense is up high volume, like Derek said earlier. Said you need to get active up in there. So if you're not going to work on your defense, if your reflexes is gone that bad, then where you can't react like you see something coming at you, then yeah, work on. Your offense has to be tenfold what it is now. Derek said nobody's a decent boxer. Yeah, I mean they're decent, but they're not, and none of them is like excellent. You know what I mean? But if you don't lost your reflex, come on. I mean, I might not be getting hit, but I ain't lose my reflexes because I still have youngsters. My little brother still be messing with me. Yeah, we was in the club on New Year's Eve. Man, Derek, man, I'm happy I don't go out, but I had fun though. Man, do you know how packed clubs be, Derek? You cannot walk, man. I forgot that clubs are like that. That shit was like a house party. That shit was like an after hours. To get from the front door to get across the freaking room, man, it took me like 5-10 minutes, man, to get from one end to the other, man. I had to touch everybody that I went past. Like, excuse me, I had to move people to the side and get by. But that's what he loved that shit though. I'm like, man, I can't hang with y'all on that. Yeah, he's acting like he was gonna come at me like in front of one of his boys or something. He's acting like he was gonna come get me or whatever. He said no. Then he said nah. He said I ain't gonna get my ass knocked out in front of. He said I ain't gonna get my ass knocked out in front of everybody. He said I'll be sitting up there sleeping in front of everybody. Nah, I can't beat him though. I can't beat nobody. So he know I'm humble. He know I would never say that I could beat him anyway. Nobody. I mean, I can't beat nobody. Everybody know me. If you know me, you'll know that I would never say that I could beat anybody. I can't. But I'll tell you what I will do. You might beat me, but you're gonna have a hard time talking the next day or something. Got that from my mother. Said that. My mother said you can't win all fights. She was ruthless. She wasn't like Dad though, but she was ruthless. So you can't win all the fights, but you can. But more or less, her saying is you can't win all the fights, but you gotta let them know you was there. You know what I mean? You gotta let them know, hey, I was there. You wasn't. You gotta let people know you was there. They wasn't fighting on their own. Let them know, and they'll know that they wasn't fighting on their own either. Derek said right. He said how Wilder look on the pads and in the ring are two different things. Yeah, he was looking good. And see, the thing about it, Derek, is I know Derek saying it's expensive too, yeah. Hell yeah, man, please. Every drink was $10. I was just handing out $20 bills just so I get him a drink and get me a drink. Here you go, 20. I mean, I'm talking about simple shit. I'm talking about like a Red Bull, and I think he was drinking Jameson and Red Bull. I was drinking I drank a little bit. I drank a little bit of whatever they had. They wish they didn't have shit. So I ended up drinking Jameson with him. I wasn't even trying to give out no tips, man. Plus, they had money laying all over the floor, which I don't even understand. That's a new thing in clubs. I don't know. They had money laying all over the floor, over by the DJ booth. I'm like, and you can walk behind there. Like, it's an area where you're at behind there. So I picked up some money to give to the bartender. I just left the rest of it. I didn't, just kind of grungy picking up money at the club. But shit, I thought I had dropped some money. I looked down. I said, "Oh, there's a couple of pieces, $2 down there." Picked it up, and then I seen the whole floor was covered with dollars. I said, "Man, please." I said, "I ain't picking up no more money. Everybody else is stepping. Ain't nobody caring about that money." I said, "I guess that's a new thing that they just throw money up in there and just let it land, and nobody cares. It's like we don't care because they know it's ones, and ain't nobody gonna stay. Ain't nobody gonna be picking up, staying down there low enough to pick up 100 ones just so you can have so you can have 100 on you. No, that's just a new thing. So I guess." But yeah, I was talking to this girl. It's funny, man, because I talked to this girl, right? I wasn't even meaning to talk to her. I went to one side of the club. I'm like, damn, they closed this side down. Yep. A whole side. It was a big side, too. They closed it down. I'm like, okay, so it's closed down. So I was just talking to this girl. I said, oh, it's closed over here. She, yeah. And when I said that, she was all like this. She got in my grill. And I'm like, oh, shit, you all in my face. And I was just talking to her a little bit. But I wasn't even really talking about, like, nothing serious like that. But I guess, she just wanted to talk. She wanted to talk. Then her guy came out and pulled, got her. And then I was laughing. And I saw her on a whole nother side of the club. She was in my face again, like, shoot, shoot. A little shorty, too. She was all in my grill. I was like, I started talking to her again. Her boyfriend pulled her off. He didn't say nothing to me, but I just pulled her off. I said, the club hasn't changed. I said, if a girl sees certain stuff, it don't matter. She said, oh, they look at you like, hey, you're older, so you're different. You're not these kids, so boom, I'm going for you. and I was just laughing and stuff because that happens too, though. Because I expect if I go out with them youngsters, I expect I'm not gonna talk to nobody. I'm just out I'm just out having a little bit of fun with them. You know how you do when you become an OG. I'm an OG now. Sometimes. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I don't get my OG respect, and sometimes I do. I remember OG was like. So OGs used to be, it. Oh yeah, I remember my boy got mad. He got mad because I told him that I said to be an OG, I said you don't have to be but like 32 or something like that. He got mad. He got mad at me because he didn't want me to be an OG. And back you ain't no OG yet, man. He got mad because me and him do everything together. We play basketball tournaments together. We do everything. And he got mad because I said I was an OG. He got mad. No, you ain't no OG. He didn't like that. I said, yeah. I said, OG is in 30s, man. I said, it's 30s now. I said, OG is not like, 40s, 50s, 60s or whatever. I said, OG is 30s now. And if you are older than 30 something, like if you're 38 or plus, anything past 38, you graduate from OG to Unc. Did you know that, Derek? Did you graduate to Unc now? And all the genres, like all the new genres of music, they just move like this. They like revolving doors now. I mean, when you get it's like people are recalling stuff. I'm talking about kids that they're not even 30 years old, and they're reminiscing about shit that happened like 8 years ago. It's like, are you serious? I'm like, 8 years is like really, it's really like no time. I think they don't even know how to reflect back. Because you're supposed to reflect back like every 10 years. That's when you reflect back. If you're going to reflect, like you reflect, like it's childhood, is adolescence, adolescence, teenage, young adult, like real young adult. And then, when you become like a real adult, like a man, a woman, 30, and then 40s, and then everything, they make it seem like everything just declines, but they're trying to make things better at the same time they're making things worse. But I'm always trying to tell you guys what's better. things that are good for you and stuff like that. And I don't know, did you hear this story? There's a story out there, y'all, sir. I don't know if it happened or not, but did senior did did Mayweather Senior bust somebody's nose? One of his fighters. I don't know the story. And also, is Jermel retiring? I heard that he has to go to prison or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. And I guess Alicia Baumgartner, she wants money. She wants Carissa Shields to come down to 140 to fight her. She wants that money. So I guess she's clowning. I didn't hear it. I didn't see it. But I guess she had a reaction to Carissa Shields. Carissa Shields, that she's all over She's all over the media right now. She's all over the media for taking that left hook. Yep. But that's what you get when you call yourself a GWOAT and all this stuff. You calling yourself a GWOAT and all that, then yeah, then you're gonna need, you got to show it. You got to keep that same energy all the time. But then I heard she started making up all kinds of stories, and it sounded like some of it might not be completely true. That she had, I heard her saying that she pieced the guy up. Oh, I pieced him up the day before, and then after that, then he comes back. With his trainer, was upset with him or whatever. So now he comes back and uh, he don't have no padding in the gloves. Am I still going? Put up a one if y'all can still hear me, man. I don't see no responses right now. It look like my I don't have any likes. Okay, now I got likes, but I don't see no thumbs up. I mean, I'm not hearing from you guys. And where's our new guy at? What's his name? Not Dirk. What's his name? I forgot his name. One syllable word. What's his name, y'all? Dirk. Something like that. Dirk. Dirk. Lurk or something. I don't know. I forgot his name already. But I know we had that long conversation. He came in talking about all kinds of stuff. He's talking about oil in there, all kinds of shit. I'm like, man, he's talking about a lot of stuff. Not like it wasn't good. It's good. I'm gonna wait for somebody to put up a one, man. And I'm gonna shut it down, man, if y'all ain't in here. Cause it's like I'm trying to have interaction. I'm asking questions, ain't nobody saying nothing. So I got a business adventure that I'm trying to do. And hopefully that work. Hopefully it works out, man. I'm hoping. Right now, location is not the best. I couldn't take that location. It's just it would defeat what I'm trying. It's gonna defeat what I'm trying to do. So we're trying to get a different place. But yeah, so first or second Friday. So second Friday in February. I don't know. I don't think I. Excuse me. I don't know if I'll be here because got a lot to do. Trying to develop some stuff to open up like a little shop. So hopefully that's going to, I mean, we're just looking forward to whatever happens, what it happens, for a reason. Hopefully it just works out. Hopefully it's a good thing. So you guys really ain't here? Or I'm not on? I'm just trying to figure it out. Because usually I got some kind of conversation. I don't seem like I'm on or something. Am I still on? Can I be heard? Hello, hello, hello. Making myself yawn. I'm not tired. But yeah, Wilder has to get his stuff back together. I could say that. Um, a lot of people talking, even still talking smack about Earl Spence or whatever. It's like that fight's been over so long. People still talking about it. Still talking about how Bud gonna whoop him. I heard something. It wasn't ever used as an excuse, and I don't know how true it is. But I heard that Earl actually went into the fight too with broken ribs. Wow, that's crazy. If that's true, but like I said, I don't know if that's true or not. It could be. He might have went in there with broken ribs. Fighters do all kinds of crazy shit to show how cocky they are and tough. I'm a bad man. And here's another one too that I'm hearing that seeing that transgender women are going to be allowed to fight as women in the Olympics. Hmm, that's not going to be good. You're going to have some more Clarissa Shield action. Yeah, that's all I can say. Hmm. Yeah, that's crazy though. Yeah, yeah, maybe they're talking mess to Manny Pacquiao. I guess I don't know. Yeah, said you getting your ass whooped again. Well, probably so. But Manny, I think Manny needs money. Both of y'all, I don't know why Floyd needs so much money. I don't know what he did with all his money. Don't care, but if he really does need it or not, or he's just doing it because he's just so bored and nobody really cares about him, and he's really not going to have the spotlight. That's all I know. He's just not going to have the spotlight like he wants. I guess I don't know. There's nothing wrong with him, but it's just that sometimes you got to step down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Ryan and Floyd probably a good trainer, but I just don't see. I just don't see you doing. No matter who you got training, I don't see you doing that good with. I just don't see you doing that good with Haney. I don't care. So it's kind of a double standard that we're talking about in a sense because at one point we're saying Wilder could be helped and make adjustments, and we're not giving Ryan that same consideration. Now he can be helped, but the thing about it is we know who he's fighting. That's the difference. Wilder can be helped no matter who he fights, but Ryan has to be helped specifically for Devin Haney. And Devin Haney's pretty smart. They gonna have spies in the gym. They gonna know everything. That believe me, he's been taught how to spy. They gonna know everything that Ryan's doing. They gonna know everybody he sparred, how he did, what gave him trouble. They gonna know all that. And on Ryan's side, that's not. It probably is not gonna matter that much. It's not gonna matter if he knows what Haney's doing because he already knows what Haney's gonna do. Yeah. Derek says she's not talking about Keith Thurman now. Floyd, yeah, he missed. These fighters, they missed the attention. That's a that is an athletic trait though. It's not a trait, but it's actually it's an athletic trauma. But people don't look at it as a trauma because we all, if you was an athlete, you suffer from that. I remember back in the day when I used to still try to do it. There's only a handful of athletes that can continue to do this stuff until they get old, until they just said, you know what, I'm gonna sit my ass down. And that's what a lot of athletes got to do. They just say, I'm gonna sit my ass down, and that's what they do. Because some athletes can just keep going. Like George Foreman, he just sat his ass down. He just stopped. But he's one of those rare type of athletes. I don't know how old he is, but he can still knock your ass out. It's just some people it's just rare. I was watching some of these backyard fights. It's this young, tall looking. He looked the part like he was real strong. Like, oh yeah, I'm about to knock this dude out. And he's fighting this little short, this older dude. This older dude caught him with like about 3 or 4 overhand lefts. And it was over with. Because he even cracked him one time when he was on the ground. They had to pull him off. That backyard should be cracking me up. Because a lot of times it's like one side overmatched. Sometimes you get a good fight where they're going back and forth, but most time it's just over. Somebody's going to be overmatched. Like Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders, yeah, that's the only time. See, and that's a perfect example too, Derek Bailey, is when somebody decides to just walk. Jim Brown. He was still doing stuff that was athletic. I don't remember Barry Sanders doing anything athletic afterwards. It's just time. It's time to walk. I'm walking. Jim Brown, when it's time to walk, he just start walking. But you're talking about super athletes. You're talking about people like Jim Brown probably could play basketball. He did what was that? What's that hard ass sport? Not I think it was rugby. Yeah, and lacrosse. He did all that shit. But that's an East Coast thing too, though, where you do all the different, where you do unusual sports, where you do lacrosse and you do rugby and all that shit. It's just, probably mostly lacrosse, one of our ancient games. Yeah, but that's the point though, is that he decided to step down on his own terms. I'm done. Where you just walk off and that's it. Some players can't. They can't walk off. So they'll go from that league. They'll go to a over 40 league or whatever. They'll go to over 60 league. They'll just keep going. Yeah, they'll just keep going. They just keep going. But that's how athletes are. They have to decide, hey, it's time to sit down. Because I remember I told you guys when I was still, you guys probably noticed my side that changed, right? But when I was still doing all that heavy powerlifting and stuff, I had this show then. That wasn't that long ago. I was still doing all that heavy ass lifting, and somebody was shaking. They was just telling me, "No, you ain't gonna be able to stop. You ain't gonna be able to stop. You ain't gonna be able to stop." And then eventually, I had to stop. And then COVID helped me because they was closing gyms down and shit like that. So they helped me. They helped me stop. But yeah, I was one of those same ones that I would probably just kept going and just not learn my lesson. Just like I got to. It becomes a lot of times it's not just all athletic prowess. It's because it's a way of life. That's all you know. Just like when you in the services and stuff, that's all you know for a time. That's all you know. All you know is getting your ass out and getting up and following in formation and stuff like that every morning. No matter what, you in formation. Fall out the information every morning. You in formation. You know that. No matter where you at, you gonna be falling out. Before you go do whatever you gotta do. If you in the service, you falling out. You in formation every day. Every day your ass is in formation. Make sure everybody's accounted for it. Squad 1. Was it there? Squad 1. All present and or accounted for. They say and or accounted for. You know, platoon. You know, whatever platoon is all. They all here. They all here are accounted for. So everybody got to be accounted for. And which is bullshit. Even though you say that, you don't know if they're accounted for or not. Yep. Everybody said, yeah, Jim Brown. He said, also, he said because of the weather. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of times, sometimes you need to. That you know what? That just saying that's actually a good thing to do. If you have to. So if you have to, maybe you need to move your ass to somewhere where it's inclement weather. You may have to move to keep your ass out of, to keep your ass out that gym. Not saying that you don't do no exercise. You bring some exercise equipment with you. Get your jump rope and some weights or whatever, or just have an area where you can do some push-ups or something like that. But you may have to move somewhere where you don't have to be in shape or whatever. It's like, yeah. But a lot of times when a man becomes single, no matter what his age is, when he becomes single, for one reason or another, he's going to have to get back in, some kind of shape. He might not be in fantastic shape, but he's going to have to look a certain way or have a certain amount of money or do something. He's going to have to have something. Girls don't necessarily have to have shit. They don't have to have nothing, man. And I'm sorry, I ain't being chauvinistic or whatever words they want to use. I'm not being like that. I'm just saying they don't. Because you can see a girl that her personality, everything works for you, and she might work at a restaurant or something. So your ass you can't be a busboy and pick up girls. You can pick up behind them. They're gonna be all, please, Derek, where you work? Derek, you're cleaning up tables. They're gonna be like, I'm good. And I'm just using Derek for an example. I'm just picking on my brother because that's Derek. That's Derek. I can mess with him. So I think I might have found the right stick. I think I found the right stick for you. I got a lot of stuff to do, but I do got free time. I said I was gonna get this stuff done, but yeah, we're gonna get this done. I got the right stick for Derek. Sticky business. Sticky. Where is Sticky at? Oh, okay. Sticky's in my bag over in the other room, y'all. That's my little. That's my homeboy. Sticky. Sticky is my homeboy that hangs out. He likes to hang out in a bag that I got. That's his. He just like to hang out in there. He like to come out. He come out if he want. I mean, not if he want, but sometimes if I ever need him, he'll come out. Like, cause he always want to see what's happening. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And hopefully we can get Wilder, to just do what's right, man. Throw them things like Derek said, man. You got to throw them in hands, brother. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna be like. I'm gonna be like D on this one. It's like, if you're gonna do it, then get yourself a good 1-2 combination, or get that jab moving like a piston, fast and slow and up and down, and that could be your defense. Some fighters have great defense with their jab as their defense, but that's what you got to work on, man. And then I don't know how you gonna get over it, man. People know your weakness, man. They know that you can't take them overhands. They know as soon as they throw an overhand that you start panicking. Don't, man, come on, overhand. Some people look for an overhand like, oh, I can't. Oh, I know he's gonna throw an overhand. Man, do you know if you know an overhand is coming like that? Don't you know how easy that is to counter? It's not that hard of a punch either. People think it's hard. It's only hard because it hits you in a bad spot, hit you behind the neck or something, behind the head. And because think about it, all the momentum you like, because you coming from here, you way down here, and you got to bring it all the way up, and then all the way back down. Oh, you got that ugly look like Sean Porter. Thought they had that picture of him about to throw that overhead, twisting his face all back like. You got to throw that overhead, but that overhead is not really that powerful. But if you get caught with a bunch of them, yeah, behind the head, it's go, it's not gonna be good for you. It's simple as that. It's just not gonna be good, for you to take a couple of overheads. Yeah, I guess they had Inouye was the fighter of the year. I don't know. Don't ask me who's for. Don't ask me who, if it's ESPN or who had him that. Um, but that's just what it is. So this is kind of like a wrap up or whatever. I don't know what our heavyweight division. I don't know what the picture looks like. I get Tyson Fury's just number one and is gonna stay there. But a lot of times, like we think that that Wilder had a lot taken out of him. If you go back and look at the punch that knocked down Tyson Fury when he fought Ngannou, it wasn't half as heavy as some of the shots that he got hit by Wilder. So at the same token that we're talking about Wilder might be diminishing, which to me it doesn't really seem like it, but his actions definitely made it seem like it. Tyson Fury might be going down too, y'all. You can't survive all that shit he took from Wilder, man. He took some heavy shit from Wilder. Wilder's not the only one that ever put him down, but he took some major punishment from Wilder. Even though he Gypsy King and talk all this, talk the madness, he might be on the decline too. A lot of these fighters that we think is still good, they might be on the decline. But remember, even Zab Judah, when he came back, and then what happened? Yep. So a lot of times you be a little bit, your body's just a little more fragile than you think it is. That's all I can say. Yeah. Y'all sir said leave Usain Bolt alone, and I see Usain Bolt. I see his picture. He dancing over by the water. I'm like, yeah, he got a little stomach on him, but yeah, I mean it's okay. See, I got a gut. I got a stomach. Gut. What's the difference between having a stomach and a gut? My chest is still here though. My stomach's here. So my stomach's in compared to my chest. So if your stomach's in compared to your chest, is that you just got a little bit of a stomach or what? I don't know what the rules. I don't know what the rules are. A gut. Oh, I know a complete gut. I know what a gut is. When you got that little, when you got the pregnancy hump, that's a gut. A stomach, you can get rid of a stomach. That just takes you a month, if that. 3 weeks to a month, and that starts to disappear. Now a gut takes a little while to get rid of a gut. But a stomach, yeah, you get rid of a stomach. Just saying. I'm just saying. What else we got? So Ryan, Tank, Haney, who else? Shakur. I can't even really mention Shakur because I don't know what he's doing. You fighters got to do something. Like I keep mentioning, y'all got to do something. But I'm glad that I'm good at observing like certain stuff. Like fighters can't take certain shit. Yeah, it's the same thing like I exposed Tyson Fury to certain things he can't take either though. Yeah. As long as you letting him push you around and clown you, he's good. But Tyson Fury, he don't like you if you're aggressive. He don't like that shit. So if you fight Tyson Fury with aggression, you do better. You got to fight him with serious aggression. Don't let him get started. You got to jump on his ass right away. A lot But a lot of these fighters, they don't get it. And why are we just flooding over here, Derek? Why are they making me regret that I don't have a canoe or something up in here? I just stopped off somewhere earlier, man. I came out. I'm like, really? I had I had a light jacket on. I ain't have nothing serious on, but it's like, damn. It's like, are you serious? Derek came back with the yep. Yep. Yeah, but you got to do something, man. Hey, you got to beat some people off. Sometimes you got to beat folks off you. Maybe you need to go back and look at how Ali fought. I can see Wilder with that kind of a style. He's slim and still quick. That's the thing that gets me. Just like what you was mentioning when you said that it's a total difference between how he looking training and then, you know, getting out there. And I know the thing about it is I know Wilder he got middleweight speed. He got a lot of speed. I'm like, why you not using none of your speed? So here's the thing with the speed. It's one thing to have speed, but if you don't have the reflexes to go with the speed, then it's not going to do you any good. Especially if you're not using your speed to your advantage. I guess that's what I'm getting at. Is you got to use your speed, to your advantage. That's the point. Use your speed to your advantage. If you're not using your speed to your advantage, everything's just washed. You didn't use your speed to your advantage. And we know you got it. Even if you just came out just like focus on this guy. What is this guy doing? What you doing? You coming at me this way? You got to put that in your mind the whole time when you come out there. What you doing? Huh? You got to come at him. Okay, that's your little jab. Like Larry Holmes used to just come out. Sometimes Larry Holmes used to just come out with so much confidence. It's like he just come out right away with the stick and you right there. What? Do something about this. I mean, that whole mentality, that confidence. You got to come out there with that kind of confidence. While they're like, what? Huh? I mean, it's me and you. What now? We fighting now. Pop, pop. What? Pop, pop. What? And make them show you something. You know what I mean? But you got to be out doing that. Like, what? What you need? What you need, son? What you need, son? What? What you need? We would love to see that. Do that for one fight, man. Fight a bum. If nobody gonna fight you, because you gonna have some people that want to fight you now anyway. They ain't scared no more. Ain't scared no bum squad. They gonna get all hyped up. They family and friends gonna have them hyped up. They gonna want to fight. So if you can't get a fight with Joshua or somebody, then fight somebody. They don't have them they ain't gonna throw overhands or whatever, or they gonna throw overhands but they ain't got no power. Fight somebody like that. Fight somebody where you know you got confidence over. Because it might be just the whole thing. You got to get that confidence back up. Because the mouthpiece is working well. Which that tends to happen a lot of times with some of the browner skinned people. Is that the mouthpiece, we got great mouthpieces. Yeah, you got a great mouthpiece, but ain't nothing to back it up. You know what I mean? You got all this. You doing this good. But I would say, especially if nobody's going if ain't nobody, running to fight you, I would have somebody that's on my side to write an apologetic letter to those organizers, whoever's in charge of organizing over there in Saudi Arabia, or what have you. Have somebody write an apologetic letter and tell them that you're gonna do a fight for half of what you just got paid, and you're gonna put on the show for the folks over there in Saudi. Get yourself right back in it. But that's all with your PR people. I'm just throwing some ideas out there. Maybe I don't know shit, but I'm trying to work on another little business adventure myself. So I got to, I think I'm trying to learn. You got to learn. So I'm just figuring out. Plus, my friend told me that he said, yeah, you can negotiate prices and stuff like that. He said he just went in all gung ho and just he went in with a certain price set and just went straight in but he shouldn't have. So he's trying to steer me in the right direction. I was like, my eyes got a little bit big. I'm soaking up that information, of course, because Each one teach one. See, but a thing about that, Derek, and y'all, sir, and whoever else, is that you have to do that on your own. Don't wait for somebody else to each one teach one. Just teach on your own. Just, I mean, if you got an ear, just hey, give them your information. Give them the information that they need, man, to help them out. That's all you do. It don't have nothing to do with getting in to have some kind of organization or nothing like that. Just teach, you know. I know a lot of times I'm spilling. A lot of times it might be rhetoric to a lot of people. It might be, oh, he just told Eagle, you don't know shit about boxing. Fucking Eagle. Ooh. You get mad. You get mad at Eagle. So it's like, that's on you. I make a little sense sometimes. You know. That's what count, don't it? It count if you make a little bit of sense. If I made 0 sense all the time, then you can jump on me. You can stomp on Eagle. If Eagle ain't this ain't never making no sense, then beat Eagle up. Like we go beat Eagle up. Beat me up. Make me quiet. You know, that's it. I try to bring good points of life and boxing and stuff. I try to bring that stuff to the forefront. You know, for what we're talking about, I try to bring that stuff out. But the potential, Derek Bailey, the potential that we got for 24 though, brother. The potential that we have for like excellent fights if everybody can stay out of jail and stay out of trouble. I mean, 23 was good. We was getting back into it, but 24 could be like absolutely phenomenal, man. Because even think about this too, because I think we got Bevo might fight Better Biv. I think they said that's already signed, so we got a good one already. We already got one that's good. Okay, we got another good one. So we need to have Tank sign somebody. You know, and I'm sorry to say this, Derek. I really don't. Your boy Stevenson, no matter who he fight, I don't even. He made it to where I don't even care. I don't even care if he's in the picture because he's supposed to be so great. I don't even care if he's in the picture. You know what I mean? We need to see Benavidez back up in there. Yeah, we got it's so many, and he should all the stepping stones he has taken. He should be at the point where we should get a good fight with him. And I know y'all still don't like Boo Boo, but you know Boo Boo can. I'd like to still see him fight. I still like to see Regis because we got to see what he got left. We got to see what Regis got. I want to see Haney. I want to see the new 140 Haney now to see that maybe he can shut some people up, or maybe he's gonna have to, or maybe he's gonna get shut up. But one of the ways. Yep. Okay, so okay. No, I haven't heard about that one. Yeah, y'all sir said, have you heard about Boo Boo versus Adams? He said potentially. No. Derek said get mean. Yeah, get mean again also. Like that's what I was saying before. Like I said, when he had that sustain for Severn, when he had that, what's his name, Stevenson? When he had that disdain for him, that's how he has to come in. He has to come in like looking crazy, like you can't do shit to me. I don't care what you got, son. That's the way you got to come in. You're right, 100% right about that. You said Wilder. I knew you was talking about. Where does Bevo sign his end of the deal? This Derek said, me too. Yep. Yeah, but you got, like I said, you got that. Just like what Derek's saying, you got to come back in there. You got to come back in there all mean and shit. You know what I mean? You got to come in there mean. You know, that's one thing I like about y'all though. Y'all do share stuff, even though we still waiting on y'all sir's tea recipe and shit. They done got winter over here now, y'all sir. We over here in the winter time. It's gonna be all cold and shit. Now we need the hot tea recipe now. Yeah, we need the recipe now. And Lala D sending me. She made me come off my fast, Derek. I had to reset. I had to do a reset. So now I reset. So this is my fast day. This is like my second fast day. Eventually I'll move. Eventually I'll get to 2 days a week eating. Maybe Fridays. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Fridays and Tuesday, maybe something like that. If I can get down to eating Fridays and Tuesdays, that'll be good. because that way when I have to go on my long fast, if I got to do some kind of a ceremony or prayer or something like that, it'll be easier for me. I'm not suggesting anybody do what I do this. You know, you guys do what you got to do. But I heard it's good for you that resets your, everything. It helps boost everything up, the strength and all that. Yeah, but he got to get mean. You got to get mean again, man. You got to go back to bomb squad, like real bomb squad. I mean, the verbiage, yeah, we can appreciate the talk. Yeah, you talking like, yeah, you gonna do all this, and you looking like a gangster. You doing this, you gangster. You wish somebody would. Yeah, we know that part. We know you wish somebody would, but they are. So you got with Parker, yep, and you f around and found out. You f around and found out. Yeah, so I said we do it for a whole month. He said that's enough for me, faster for me. Yeah, I do. Yeah, but I do it probably a little bit different. Yeah, you guys don't, because you don't eat until like what, certain times you only eat like when the sun sets and all that. But I go like the whole 24 hours. I go up to 48 hours, 60, what is it, 72 hours, 96 hours, 100, whatever. So I'll go like the whole time. So I think somebody said that you can go up to 30 days or something. I don't know. I don't know. My mind, I won't say that I can't do 30 days. I don't know. I would have to build up to 30 days because it's like, I know you're gonna hallucinate. You are going to hallucinate. There's no way around you not hallucinating this shit. I don't want, and me, as bad as my mind is from all the shit I done been through, I don't want to hallucinate and mess around and start, biting on trees or something, So we found he's over here. He's trying to eat trees. Not the trees that you smoke, not that. So stop it before you even start. Sitting there biting on doorknobs and stuff. Get in the car and start eating my seats or what, but chewing on my steering wheel because it looks delicious or something. And though the steering wheel is black, but for me it looking all orange. It looked like a giant watermelon or something. And I just started eating it. So I don't know. You got to build yourself up. Yep. He said, "Water been tamed by them silk sheets." We may never see that guy again. Yeah, was that real? I know they was talking about his silk sheets like back and forth. Y'all, so you stupid. I hope you know that. Yeah, I hope you know that you're really stupid. You're really stupid for that. Yeah. He said no food or drink from sunrise to sunset. Yeah, that's sunrise to sunset. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But I go like, so I don't eat at all. My fast is different. I don't eat at all. Even if I go on a spiritual fast, when I go on a spiritual fast, I don't eat. I mean, it's even more days for me. It's not just 1 or 2. It's not just 2 days, 3 days. It might be 4, 5, 6. Well, it might be like a lot of days. That's the only sacrifice I got is this vessel. That's it. I can't sacrifice nothing else to be able to come into like a greater understanding. It's hard to listen and understand and learn when your stomach is sticking all out. You ask anybody what they learn on any, besides some kind of semantics, besides something that, like somebody can't cook. But let's ask anybody what they, on Thanksgiving, what have they ever learned? When they ever celebrate. If they ever celebrated Thanksgiving, ask them what was their greatest learning experience. On that, and what's the other day we eat a lot? In like Easter. Easter, Christmas, or Thanksgiving. Ask somebody, or even on 4th of July. Ask somebody what's the most they learned. What have they learned? Besides learning that they couldn't eat like 2 slabs of ribs. Besides that, you can't learn nothing when your stomach's like all out, like fat like that. Yep. Y'all said not a good idea. He said steering wheel looking like a giant donut. Yeah. Hey, but at least see the thing about it. At least I keep it real though, because it's like I don't know. I mean, I know up until 10 days, something like that. But what about after 10? What about like 11 days with nothing? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I heard if you ever make it to like 21 is nothing, then it's like nothing. But then I would be scared. I don't know how my mind would work because I think after 21 days, I think I would be scared because then you're just like nothing bothers you no more. It's like, I don't need, I don't, it's like you're telling yourself, I don't eat food anymore. I don't eat food, I'm immortal. Start saying some stupid shit like that. And see, I don't have a support group. So I don't have nobody around me to say, yeah, well, yeah, you're going to, something you're going to need to eat. It'd be like, Eagle, you need to eat, Eagle. I don't have nobody around me like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take you to go eat. Nah, that's too long. You're already up to 35 days. That I don't you need to put something in you. You see what I mean? And that's what I would be thinking because I'm just that stubborn to where I'm like, okay, I made it 21. Oh shit, this 30 ain't nothing. When I got to the point where 30 ain't nothing, well, it's like, oh, this ain't nothing. Oh shit, I'm up to 40. And before you know it, then you will start having some kind of effects because you need something. I mean, we live in a different type of water. This air is a different type of water. Okay, your lungs and your system digest this water. And that's why a lot of people don't understand that you don't necessarily just lose weight from not eating because you still drinking this water that you breathe. It's still going down here. You ever wonder if sometimes you don't eat, that you still have all the mucuses and stuff, or mucosoids or whatever, mucus. You still have, you can still spit, you can still cry, you can still have waxy ears and all that stuff. Your mouth is still moist, but you haven't been eating. So this shows that the water that you're not ingesting, but the water that you're breathing in at the same time ingesting, has a lot to do with your sustainability. Lungs are designed to take in the minimum amount of water, like the humidity in the air. It's designed for that. Well, gills are designed to take in more. They have to take in more in order for them to, filter the oxygen molecules out. But if they're in air, a lot of times they can't. But some of them have different type of gills where they can take in oxygen or they can take in water. But we don't have the kind of lungs where we can take in water. If we were half gill, half lungs, I think that would be cool, to be honest. Because if I was half gills, half lungs, my ass would be in the water. I'd be deep sea diving. I'd be all over the ocean, knowing that I'm okay, that I'm breathing up. It's a nice little fantasy that I'm making up, but it's just saying, I would be okay with that. I think they have probably tried to do that to the so-called human being. When I say they, I don't know exactly who they are, but somebody, some scientist, some mad scientist somewhere has probably tried that. Ooh, cracking those fingers. Yeah, but I actually love. I was just telling somebody, I said I love the ocean water. It's good. It takes the pain out of your body, and at this time it's nice and cold. But my whole thing, if you go get in that water right now, you got to make sure that you got a nice blanket and some towels and stuff to wrap around as soon as you get up out that water. I want to do it. I used to do it in October. We're in January now. I used to do it in October all the time. When the air temperature was a little low, but the water temperature was actually, it's like, I think it's when the air temperature is cooler than the water, then you're okay. If it's the same temperature, then you're okay. A lot of times, see, I like that because the water temperature and the air temperature are really close to each other. And a lot of times the water temperature might even be a little bit more. Then I feel good when I'm in the water like that. Right then, I feel pretty good. He also said they give thanks for genocide. Do you think they even know know that? He said shaking my effing head. Yep. Yeah, giving thanks for that's the worst thing. Giving thanks for yeah. All the thanks that we give is for genocide over here where we live at. To be honest, it really is. It's some type of genocide, some type of death, some type of tragedy. Always, that's what we give thanks for. We always give thanks for tragedies. We pray about it like, oh, the tragedies. Yeah, he said he could want to be Aquaman now. It's hey, it's a fantasy. Why not? He said the sea air is good for the lungs as well. See, you know what I'm talking about. Stop playing with me. Y'all also always got to start some shit too. On top of just trying to talk to me, he got to start some bullshit. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. So if I say this, um, so I understand that there is a creator. I understand how to reach him. So I know a lot of people don't. They think that man made all this, like fallen man has made all this, and then he lost his way and all that. But nah, if you use any kind of intellect, you would know that you wouldn't create this yourself to and destroy it. You wouldn't create it and destroy it. You only destroy stuff that was not made by you, for the most part. People don't usually destroy stuff that they made. They can destroy it just to remake it, or they destroy it or dismantle it because they want to reinforce it to do it better. But most times you don't destroy stuff that's yours. You destroy stuff that don't belong to you, and this earth don't belong to you. That's why you destroy it. But back to what I was saying. So I don't want to take I don't take anything away from the creator. It's just an all. It's just like, and I hopefully it's not an abominable thought. It's just that it sounds it sounds good. It sounds decent. Now there would be other things that have to change about you also. You probably have to have an extra membrane over your eyes or something like that, and your feet would probably have to be more webbed or something like that. But that's kind of a hideous monster type of thing. But just my thought on it was just, it would be cool if you could, if you had the capacity that if you went underwater that your lungs kind of like simultaneously changed to where you could breathe in the water. That's all I was saying. I wasn't trying to go too far with it to make it, to make yourself into like any kind of a hideous monster or something like that. Nah. I draw the line when it comes to like turning man into creature and stuff like that. I draw the line with that. That's all abomination. That's all abominable snowman type of shit. No, and I wouldn't. I don't ask for none of that. I would never ask for that. Yep. But anyway, let's get out of here, man. I gotta go to the store. I gotta go wash some. Got to wash some dishes. I got to start getting prepared for some other adventures coming up. Yep, got to work on a few things. But always good, to have like small chat and we probably said a couple of things that was kind of on the edge, but they were real quick. And hey, I don't think I got a notification for the last stream that we did, so I think we were still good with that. I still gotta go and check my email to see, make sure that we was okay. Because your guy came in here and he was just like he was turning it up, man. Just with the questioning and wow, he was doing too much. He was doing stuff that we usually get in trouble for, asking questions. He know I'm not. You guys already know I'm not gonna really shy away from it, and I'm just gonna give my opine on it, just like I expect you guys to do the same thing. But anyway, my shout out to all the real people that I see, and my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. This Eagles Wears boxing, y'all know what it is. No matter what day it is, it's nothing but blessings, baby. Y'all know it. They know. If you don't know, now you know. No. There, baby, over there. Deep B in the house with YH. Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, where's my Lala today, too, though? Lala D should have had her little self up in here, man. I wonder where she was at today. She been stuffing herself on all that good cooking. She probably had to go out and get a treadmill or something like that. Still ain't found that Crawford versus Haney sparring footage, man. Was chatting bubbles. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I was talking about. I forgot his name. What's his name? Dirk. I told him not to get. Uh, I said don't get ducked up or what was his name? Dirked up or ducked up. What was his name? I'll go back and listen to it. See, Law D come in after I'm talking. After I was just talking about her eating so much, her enjoying her food. We got to go, sweetheart. She said, "Hey, y'all, sir. I already said goodbye." And here you are talking about the Sunday. I got the heart something good and all that with your explanation points. Yeah, Lala. Oh, see, Miss Hussein, I'm about to go and he up here. He with that stuff again. Cause Lala D in here, you know, I stay a snitch. Yeah, Lala D said Derek. Yeah, can't remember that. What was his name? Lala D probably remember his name. What was that guy's name? What's his name? What was his name? Lala D from the other day was trying to get my show cut down. Did Lala meet him? What was his name? Dirk? Cap? It was something. It was one syllable or something like that. It was something. Yeah, but he was starting all that nonsense about the Haney and and Crawford going to jail because he beat up Haney and all that. Yeah, he was on some of that, but he was all over the place though. Like I said, he came in talking about the oil reserves, and he hit me with like about 5 different things all at once. I'm like, man, this ain't that kind of. We ain't talking about that kind of stuff right now. I mean, he got good points, but with the one thing he missed is United States never talked about their reserves. There she go now. She said something. She said I made the most horrible chocolate chip cookies. She said, I'm trying to get a night. Why am I so bad at dessert? Oh, you can't do desserts? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, she was there. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'll make some good desserts. I'm gonna have to make you some. Don't worry, I'll bring you. No, I can't bring you. Now. I gotta make them there, because they'll try to take them in the airport and shit. So I'll bring all my ingredients when I go there. Make you some special ones that's made with all the ingredients you like, eggs and all that. I know how to make them. Don't worry about it. I'll hook you up. It's 2 types that I like. Every once in a while, I like 3 types of chocolate chips. I like the crispy on the outside, gooey on the inside, middle, but done. I like those. I like the just crispy ones, thick. I like the thick and crispy. I mean the solid, just like kind of like almost like cake, but they're nice and hot. I like those. And sometimes I just like the giant ones, the giant thick cookies. Sometimes, but for the most part, they're thin and chewy. Yeah, those are the bomb right there, though. Yeah, those are good right there. When you make them the way they come out, like chewy and oh man, kind of thin. Not huge cookies. They don't have to be real big. Even though they have a place, it's called Pizza Guys right down the street. They sell those. They sell those. They sell the giant ones. Yeah. Yeah, sir. See, that's okay, Lala. I'm not the best cook either. Oh, say she said I can't sew. She said box. She said talking about the box desserts. But I want to master scratch desserts. Anybody can master box desserts, especially lemon pound cake. I want to make the best in the nation. Well, see the thing about making lemon pound cake. First of all, what makes it hard is the consistency, the lemons themselves. So if you could make, I would say that if you made like a lemon, so say you make a lemon pound. So if you make a lemon cake, so the best thing to do if you're gonna make a lemon cake is put all the zest, all the oil, and all the juice, and make up. And I'm sorry, you're gonna have to use some kind of a starch or something like that, and make it almost like as if you're making like a meringue cake or something, to where you got filling. I would say save that mixture because they used to have these cakes what they call pudding in a cake, and I said, well, just use that with along with some. That thing is going to be so full of flavor. So use that as a binder when you make your cake, because a lot of times when you make these lemon cakes and stuff like that, what runs it is because of the either the acid or the alkaline from the citrus fruit that you use, and that messes up the leavening, and so now you end up with something that's flat. But if you put it if you put that mixture if you mix that you make that filling first. I'm giving you like a hell of a secret or a hell of a I'm giving you some hella good advice. Nobody's gonna give you this. They probably steal it if they hear. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. So when you mix it like that, then it doesn't take over the leavening. A lot of stuff like if you use like stuff when you make pineapple, all that. That's when you make a pineapple upside down cake. That's why they leave it on the outside. A lot of the citrus stuff they leave on the outside. Or you can do that same thing and you can make just like make your regular pound and then put holes in it and then you pour that make it thinner and you pour that over there and then you put a glaze on top of that and now that flavor's all through and through and now you got the Lala D cake, you got the Lala D lemon pound special where they're gonna be always Lala, can you make another one of those lemon pound specials? Well, you get to charge them anything. Well, now it's gonna cost you 30 for that. Well, you charge them 30 for it. Okay. Lala D crying. She laughing. Y'all sir said Lala D, you heard that the Andrade versus Adams is in the works. Yeah, sir. She said she heard it, but I want him to beat on oh Janet Beck. Okay. She said I'm definitely listening. So that's one of the things where people. So that's one of the main things that people mess up when it comes to baking. Because I did a lot of baking. I said where they mess up is when they try to add these acids and stuff, or high alkaline or high acids to the mixture because it has the flavor. You can't. A lot of times you got it, and a lot of times to do it. So one thing that you use like a pure lemon flavoring, and make sure that it has the lemon oil like from the lemon zest in it. Use that. That's what takes your lemon over with the flesh, and that outside, if you don't use the zest, that's what takes it over the top right there. And the one thing about the lemon flavoring, it's not gonna interact with the leavening. It's not gonna mess it up. But as soon as you start putting the juices and stuff in there, you already done killed the leavening. You killed it. So that's why you got to make something. You got to bind something together with the flavor and then mix it up, and then you won't have that same problem. Then it's gonna get fluffy. It's gonna swell up. You don't have to have all them colors, and just you're gonna smell it all throughout your house while it's cooking. You're gonna be like, oh man, it smells so good. Yep. Yep. Y'all sir said I think it's good that he's getting fights and staying active. Yep. They say I agree. Yeah. 20. Like I said, I tell people 24. This is something about this year, y'all. I'm telling y'all, man. 2-4. Y'all make the best out this 2-4, man, because there's gonna be a lot of stuff happening with this 2-4 also. But make sure y'all do the best. Take care of everything that you can take care of in this 2-4. Damn y'all, so he said don't forget to add some cannabis butter. Yeah, that cannabis butter, yes. I want my back and top crust on the 11-pound cake. Oh yeah, to taste so good. You almost like it more than the middle. Yeah, I know what you mean though. All that flavor, yeah, but that flavor will come to the top if you do it that way. You just don't over zest it. That's a lot of flavor in the zest. Some people don't like that zest. Like if you make like a key lime or something. Some people don't like that as much zest. I like it. I like it balanced. So that's why I use that lemon oil, because it makes it balanced, and it's not gonna mess up the leavening to where your cake falls and now it's all heavy. It's like, oh, shit's a rock. You want it nice and. So I get what you're saying though. To make one, I haven't worked on them for a while. So I mean, to make one the way that the top and the bottom is tasting that good, where you're eating the outside. I probably in my life I probably had one or two of the sisters cakes. I'm gonna say sisters because Some people don't make them cakes like that, to where the outside of the cake was like that. And I don't like the outside. One thing I don't like about a cake, because sometimes I buy like, so you get a box, and I don't know what it is about these boxes. Sometimes it's like it's like something happened to the bottom of the cake and the sides of the cake, where it's not, don't have that. I know sometimes you can trim them, but you don't never trim the bottom. You got to have that solidness on the cake. Because if it seems like it's kind of mushy, like it's like not done, I can't mess with your cake. A lot of cakes is like that, where they got that paper on there. But sometimes I like even when it comes to cupcakes, I like them to have a little bit of a crunch to them, more like a muffin. I don't like that soggy, bottom part. I ain't with that. It's like, nah, I'm good. I got to put that "I'm good" on you. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm straight. Would have been nice if you would have crunched this cake up a little bit more. But she's right. She's right. Though it's hard. The baking is hard. It's an art form. It's hard because the baking, because you can't add anything to it, and you can't take nothing away from it once you got it mixed up and poured. Ain't nothing you can do. You're on the mercy of that heat and time. And hopefully you got them proper. Hopefully you got the proper heat and you got the proper time to take it out. But if you make that cake, and that cake is already nice and high and thick, and you know how much batter you put in there, and you touch it, and it spring back on you, oh, you good. You like, oh, that's moist. You done got the winner then. Now you can blow your chest out then. You're like, okay, I got this. I did this. It's not like some kind of stew. Well, shit, I need some more onions. I need some more spice. I need some more of this. Oh, yeah, look at, she said, oh, good idea. So I'll try to make a key lime pound cake. You can do it. The reason they're not doing it because they're not teaching that. They don't teach all that in baking. They're not teaching that. And plus, like I said, once you get that filling made and you mix it in with that cake mix, it's gonna make it moist. The only problem that you will have, like I would say, I would let it rest for a little while. I might even bake like just one cupcake or one little small portion. Just bake enough, put it in there, see how it come out. And once you realize it's good, then put the whole thing up in there. That's gonna be good. You got my mouth watering for it. I'm like, shit, I want some of that now. And I'm fasted for a few more hours, man. I'm sitting here like a few more hours or maybe another day, who knows. But I gotta go straight to fruit though. I can't eat no junk right away. I gotta eat me some fruit or something like that. Yeah. Best thing to do is get yourself a nice tropical fruit, not a pineapple, like a good fruit, like a mango or something like that right after you come off a fast. Shit, the whole last year I found 2 good mangoes, I think. 2 or 3 good mangoes for the whole year. It was like, they was just amazing. These mangoes was like 3-pound mangoes or something. They was huge. And they had so much, they were so juicy and so sweet. I was like, wow, mangoes tasting this good? And I kept going back into the cookie jar to try to get more of them. And they just didn't have them. I was like, man, I couldn't find them nowhere. I got mad at mangoes after a while. I was like, man, how come you ain't tasting like those 2 I got earlier? I was actually upset with those mangoes because I couldn't find them. Yeah, but folks, hopefully we going to get these fights because 2-4, we should be getting all the good fights. There's no excuse for Tank Davis not to fight somebody good. There's no excuse. Shakur has to. Shakur cannot fight another boring fight ever. He cannot. At this stage of his career, he cannot. He can't have no more boring ass fights. Haney, like I said, y'all think that I'm riding Haney. I'm not. But Haney, he's in the driver's seat. Benavidez is kind of in the driver's seats. Canelo, I don't know why people love him so much. I just don't know why people are just giving him so many accolades. He deceived the hell out of us, and he made a couple of comebacks, and now everybody's all over his strap again. Even some of the fighters, I think Canelo's just pound for pound still. He ain't no damn pound for pound. Get out of here. People still putting, I think Haney said that he was pound for pound. Davis, all of them, they would still say he's pound for pound. He's not. They say it for different reasons. Devin Haney might say it because of money. I mean, Abdul Wahid, he might say it because of money, and then Devin Haney might say it because of just disrespect. But F that. Yeah, but we got to get some. We got to get some fights. And my suggestion, and I'm nobody, but my suggestion is, while they come out mean, come out firing that damn jab at people, and just let's get it done, man. Let's show that we really want to fight, man. Like, if you're not gonna work on that defense, then work on that damn jab. Work on just punishing people with a hard ass jab. Hit them so hard with the jab that they want you to hit them with a right. That's all I can say. Bivol versus Better Beef. Yeah, that. Fury versus Usyk. Benavidez versus Canelo or Morrell. Yep, that's what we got. Haney versus Teofimo will be a good one. Was to get made next year. Yeah, well, all we can do is hope on that. Teofimo is going to price himself out, though. Because Teofimo, he's a star, but he's just not that bright of a star. These fighters got to fight for their worth and stuff. A lot of them made mistakes with Haney. You guys should have fought Haney because now you got to move up. Now you got to fight a 160-pounder. You should have fought him when he was starving, when he was coming in at 140. Should have fought him then. Meant this. I know what you meant, though. I know you said next year. Hey, put those greens down and you'll be able to say the right thing. But anyway, Lala D, you came in late. I stayed a few more minutes for you, dear. Gave you a little bit of advice. If you do make that, send me a picture. I would like to see it. I would like to see it. Matter of fact, that kind of gives me a challenge too, because it kind of makes me. I got to do something else when I got to make a lot of candy. Just to let y'all know, that's what I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to work on a little treat store. So it depends on how the money works out, how much they want, if I can get it done. Oh shoot, Eagles Way of chocolate. So I got to work on that. So I got a lot of things in the working, man. So I usually don't like to talk about stuff that I do, but hey, I don't care because it can happen. And at least it's not nothing I gotta hide anyway, so that could happen. But yeah, go back to shoot. That's another possibility too. Please, if that thing comes through for Lala D, even if she makes that key lime cake or whatever, or that if stuff start working like that, please, I'll be like, shit, I'm gonna give her advice, and I know up in here, I know how to put that together. Them ingredients, I'll put it together. And throw that out there. People be looking forward to that. Man, please. Do you know how much stuff like that moves? If it becomes well known right away, shit, you quit your job, man. You just got to get your little permit and stuff like that. You probably got to change your oven out or whatever, but shit, your kitchen can only be used for that, but I don't care. You make enough money, you ain't cooking no food at home. You just getting takeout. But anyway, I already did the shout out to all y'all, but anyway, I'm going to catch y'all. Be safe out there. Enjoy your 2024. And I think I'm back Friday. Hopefully so. We'll talk some more. We'll talk about all the possibilities going in. This is the first month, so we'll talk about the possibilities going into 2024. Anyway, nothing but peace, nothing but blessings. I'm going to catch y'all. Lala D, start getting your ass in here on time. Yeah, because you little and Lala, because I call you Lala D, and you my love up in here, don't mean that you can just come in here anytime you want to. Anyway, we still appreciate you, though. But get your little self up in here.